students, welcome to today's video. So today we are going to etymology based vocabulary part 9. In this video, let's see some xenos words. First word is xenophobia. So xenophobia is derived from the root word xenos and phobia. Phobia you already know. Phobia means fear. Xenos stands for a guest, a stranger, foreigner, unknown. So xenophobia is fear of strangers. Next word is xenophobe. So xenophobe is also a person who is afraid of strangers. Xenos means guest or foreigner or stranger. So xenophobe also will be having somewhat a similar meaning literally, but xenophobe is having a negative meaning. Xenophobe stands for bigot or sexist person, prejudiced person or chauvinist. So xenophobe is a person who is afraid of strangers. He is not tolerant of strangers. So from that meaning only, xenophobe has these synonyms: sexist person, prejudiced person or chauvinist or bigot. Okay, so xenophobia is fear of strangers, but xenophobe is having a negative indication. Literally it has come from the same meaning, but its meanings are different. Okay, so remember that xenophobe is a chauvinist person or a prejudiced person or a sexist person or a bigot. And xenogamy. So xenogamy, gamy we had already seen misogamy. Misogamy is hatred of marriage. So gamy has something to do with marriage, but here gamy means fertilization. So xenogamy is fertilization by pollen from a different plant. Xeno is foreign. So fertilization by pollen from a different plant is xenogamy. Xenolith. Lith is stone. We had already seen this lith in megalith. Megalith is big stone or huge stone. So xenolith will be strange stone. So literally also xenolith is strange stone. Its meaning is also same. Xenophile. Xenophile, phile is love. We had already seen bibliophile is lover of books. So xenophile will be a person who loves strangers. Its exact meaning is a person who is attracted to foreign peoples, cultures or customs. Next, let's see a new root word. The new root word is gnosker. So from this gnosker, let's derive some words. Gnosker means to know or recognize. So from this gnosker, we are having many words. Cognitive. So cognitive is also coming from gnosker. So cognitive means, co means together and gnosker means to know. So to know together, that is cognitive. So to know together or to recognize means it should be something concerning the mind or intellectual, mental, psychical, subconscious. So I am just telling the meaning of cognitive to make you acquainted with the root word gnosker. So cognitive is co plus gnosker, to know together or to recognize together. So it should be something concerning the mind or intellectual, psychical, mental or subconscious. So prognosis. Prognosis is pro plus gnosis. Pro means before and gnosis means to know. So gnosis is coming from gnosker. So prognosis literally means to know before. So the meanings of prognosis are forecast or prediction, foretelling, projection, speculation. So we are able to know before. So we are able to forecast something. We are able to predict something. So prognosis also matches with the root word gnosker, which means to know. Now ignorant. Ignorant is standing for not and gnosker means know. So ignorant means not knowing. So ignorant meanings are not knowing or lacking wisdom or knowledge. So now you might be thorough with the root word gnosker. So gnosker means to know or recognize. From that only we have derived our common words of prognosis or cognitive or ignorant. Now you can go to some complex words. Agnostic. Agnostic also A is standing for not. A or in both are standing for not. So agnostic is also not knowing. So a person unsure that God exists. So agnostic is basically a person who is unsure that God exists or he does not know if God exists. He is a doubter, he is a skeptic or he is an unbeliever. Now next is connoisseur. So connoisseur is also coming from the root word gnosker. So connoisseur, the word is coming from two words, con plus gnosker. Con is also together and gnosker means to know or recognize. So this connoisseur is a person who knows well or he is a well-versed person. So he is an expert or he is a judge. he is one well-versed, he is a specialist, he is a savant, critic or marvant. So that is connoisseur. Connoisseur is also from con plus gnosker. Gnosker means to know. So connoisseur is a person who knows well, or he is an expert, or he is a judge, he is a marvant, he is a critic, he is a specialist, he is a savant. All these meanings can come. Next word is dilettante. So dilettante is derived from delight. Dilettante, you can remember like that. Dilettante is derived from delight or delicious. Delicious is also having the meaning delightful to the senses. So dilettante has something to do with delight. So dilettante is basically an admirer of fine arts, literature, science, etc. He is admiring this literature or fine arts or just for delight. Or he who cultivates an art or literature casually and for amusement. So dilettante, the main aim is amusement or delight. So he is an amateurish person, or he is an ungifted person, or dabbling. So we can say dilettante is the antonym of connoisseur. Connoisseur means he is an expert, he is a judge, he is a marvin, he is well versed. But dilettante is just the opposite. The dilettante person just enjoys everything for amusement or delight. He is admiring fine arts, he is admiring literature, or he is admiring science, but everything is just for amusement or delight. So dilettante is amateurist, he is ungifted, unskilled or dabbling. Antonym of dilettante is connoisseur or professional. Now more words. Gourmet. Gourmet is one another common word, and gourmet is basically a connoisseur in eating and drinking. Connoisseur we will be usually using for fine arts or literature or some higher end things. So gourmet is a person who is a connoisseur in eating and drinking. He will be a wine taster. He will be judging the food. So that is gourmet. The synonym of gourmet is gastronome. And this gourmet word was influenced by the word glutton. So glutton you might be remembering. Gluttonous means greedy. So you can remember like that. Glutton has something to do with eating, and gourmet is a connoisseur in eating and drinking. And gastronome. Gastronome is a judge of the arts of cookery. We know gastro is standing for stomach. So gastronome will be a judge of the arts of cookery. So it can be said as a synonym of gourmet too. And epicure. Epicure is one another word. Epicure, the word is derived from the follower of Epicurus. Epicurus was a philosopher who believed or who taught like pleasure is the highest good and identified virtue as the greatest pleasure. So Epicurus was a person who admired pleasure and who taught like pleasure is the highest good. So epicure is also a person who gives himself up to sensual pleasure. Epicure is a person who chases pleasure. You can say like that. Even sometimes gourmet and epicure are identified as synonyms. So epicure is a person who is very much interested in food, and he'll be admiring food items, and he'll be always chasing pleasure. So that is how the word epicure has come. So epicure, gourmet, gastronome, everything has something to do with connoisseur. Connoisseur in food and drinking, that is basically gourmet, epicure or gastronome. Now let's go to some bon words. So bon, first one is bon vivant. Bon vivant is French only, but now it is available in our English language too. Bon means good. So bon vivant is one who lives well, or one fond of good living, or social person, or we can even say bon vivant is an epicure because he will be always chasing pleasure. He wants to live good. He is very fond of good living. He is a gourmet also, we can say, because he admires food items. He is very much interested in drinking and eating. So a person who devotes themselves to a sociable and luxurious lifestyle, that is bon vivant. Next is bon voyage. So bon voyage is also French, but now it is available in English. So now you can say someone, bon voyage, someone is going on a trip, so you can wish them bon voyage. The meanings are have a nice trip, or adieu, bye bye, farewell, goodbye, pleasant journey, happy landing. So next time you can wish someone bon voyage, so which means have a nice trip, or happy journey, happy landing, pleasant journey. Then again one word like that is bon appetit. Bon appetit also is for a wish for a good meal. It is also a wishing only. These all are basically French. So wish for a good meal, or eat hearty, enjoy your meal, eat up. So these three words are French words or French origin: bon vivant, bon voyage and bon appetit. Next is our bonhomie. Bonhomie is an English word only. So bon plus home. Bon means good. Home means man. So literally bonhomie means good man. So what is the meaning of bonhomie? Amiability, agreeability, congeniality, friendliness, warmth, sociability, or graciousness. So you can use like the bonhomie between the friends was touching. So bonhomie is a noun word. Bonhomie was evident in the party. So like that, you can use bonhomie in the sentences. Bonhomie means amiability, congeniality, friendliness, sociability, graciousness. So how you can remember? Bon means good, home means man. So good man. So good man stands for amiability, or good man stands for sociability. He is standing for congeniality. So that way you can remember bonhomie. And our last word is bony. Bony also you can remember like bony is standing for good. So bony is standing for beautiful or cheerful, ravishing, handsome. So one example, she held a bony baby in her hands. So that bony we can say beautiful baby. So bony is an adjective and you can use in sentences like this, a bony baby. So beautiful, cheerful, ravishing or handsome. So use these words in your day-to-day vocabulary. You can wish someone bon voyage or bon appetit or bon vivant. Bon vivant is a noun actually. So he is a bon vivant. So it means he loves a luxurious lifestyle and he is devoting himself to a sociable and luxurious lifestyle. That is bon vivant. Bon vivant is actually a positive word only. So a person who lives well and he is a social person, so that meaning will come. So bon vivant and bon voyage and bon appetit, you can wish someone, and also remember the words bonhomie and bony. Thank you.